What's up, everyone? This is Zav back, and since I'm finished The Darkness 2, I thought I'd play a brand new game in a new series of Zav plays. And today I've decided to pick Spec Ops: The Line, so let's see how far we can get into it. I'm going to start it up in just a second here. Spec Ops: The Line, if you don't know, has been in development since 2009, or at least it was announced in 2009 by developer Jaeger Development, who made a couple of games before. They made an Xbox game called Jaeger that only came out in Europe, and to be honest, I can't really remember the other stuff they worked on over the last couple of years, but they have been working on this one for quite some time. And this is a third-person shooter that takes place in Dubai. I guess it's like near future. Where the hugely industrial city of Dubai, or I guess it's more of a hub for insanely expensive buildings, is ravaged by a sandstorm. And your team, a Delta Force team, has to go back into this city, or into the city, to try to save some of the people that are on their squad, that are in Delta Squad, that have gone missing. So let's start it up. Hey, what's up, Scratty Bones? How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Try to mute my laptop that I have open for the chat. So let's start up Spec Ops: The Line.
Wasn't the last of them. I see him.
They are not messing around. This is starting up right away. Don't even get to breathe here. Oh, dudes are just flying out. Now this is running on a PC, but I'm using a 360 controller. It's just a little easier for me to manage the stream and play with the controller at the moment. But it is running on the highest specs possible for PC. Except I turned off vertical sync because I was playing The Darkness 2 recently. I finished that series up, but I noticed some really weird, like, shaky faces in the stream. I think it might have been a vertical sync issue, so I'm going to see how this performs with vertical sync turned off. Hey, Dr. Order, I literally just started. This is the first level. So, so far the first level's working. It's not broken, so I guess 5 stars so far. But this is literally like the first 3 minutes. Oh. That cannot be good. Whoa, things are getting a little shaky there. Let me know if you're watching the stream how the audio and video quality is. I'm noticing some frame rate issues. Although that last one was probably just loading this rendered video.
Is John Conrad the greatest man I ever served?
My graphics card, I have a GTX 580, I think. And my graphics card is i7 950, but it's not Sandy Bridge. It's the generation just before Sandy Bridge. I bought it, and then Sandy Bridge came out like 6 months later.
Remember when the first storms hit Dubai?
But everything's running on ultra spec right now. This looks a little shaky, but that's probably because it's pre-rendered and it looks pretty compressed. Like you could see it's breaking up a little bit.
That all you did was send a check. Rumor is Conrad was ordered to abandon the city.
And that's Nolan North, otherwise known as Uncharted's Nathan Drake, who I think Nolan North is in every video game known to man.
The storms got worse. Much worse. Last thing we heard out of Dubai was that Conrad was leading a caravan of survivors out of the city. That was 6 months ago. Then, 2 weeks ago, we picked up this transmission.
This is Colonel John Conrad, United States Army. Evacuation of Dubai ended in complete failure.
The VA industry, you mean the video game industry? In terms of, like, reporters or developers? Or I'm not entirely sure what you mean there, Doctor. Question in the stream. Oh, voice acting. No, I mean, there's tons of voice actors. Nolan North just gets a lot of attention because he looks exactly like Nathan Drake, I think. Also, one we just featured on Joystick was Troy Baker, who you've heard a lot of in games, and you'll hear a lot more of this year. He's the main character in The Last of Us, which is the new Naughty Dog game that's coming out this year. Actually, I think it's coming out next year. And Bioshock Infinite, he's the main character in that as well. So Troy Baker's big. Jennifer Hale obviously is huge in this industry. She's done voices for like Female Shepherd. There are a lot of people. I mean, off the top of my head, I can't really remember everyone, but a good example is, like, I don't think Nolan North has ever been in a Call of Duty game, and Call of Duty games have some really good voice actors in them when it's not just like celebrities that they hire. They actually have some really decent voice acting people involved as well. But special guest Zav. Wow, I'm in the credits, guys. I thank God I'm not reviewing it. That was weird.
Remember, this place has been designated a no man's land, which means we're not supposed to be here. So let's do this by the books, okay?
So so far it's a nice looking game so far, at least. That backdrop looks terrible though. Like, that doesn't look like a part of the world. That looks like a painting.
Grab some cover.
Also, I don't know if you've ever ran in giant boots in the sand, but these guys are running a lot faster than I think would be possible. So hey, cover-based third-person shooter.
Come on, let's just find a way down.
You got it.
Oh, was he? Okay, I didn't know that. Probably played like smaller roles though, like some like guys on the side.
We got bodies.
Did not know Nolan North has done Call of Duty. I guess that makes sense. Stands to reason that he'd be in probably that, you know, the giant franchise in this industry at the moment. Well, these textures don't look great, but
Let's put it to use.
oh, how convenient. What was that? Everyone jump.
That's enough, Lugo.
Just keeping it light, boss.
Yeah, I don't need light. Need you focused on the mission.
What mission? We're basically poking a dead dog with
No,
a stick.
no. I should have shot them just to see if I could, but
Survivors, the city immediately. Radio command from outside the storm wall. Send in the cavalry.
it's like the worst walking animation. Look at this. Look at this.
Hey, did you guys hear that?
Oh, okay, now we're not walking anymore.
I haven't heard, but you'd even ask.
Ain't nobody here, man.
Sounds like the transmission.
Could have sworn I heard somebody.
Come on, let's just get this over with.
Well, the game is actually locking up every couple seconds to load new sections, so I'm not sure if it's the stream or the game, to be honest with you.
He's out there.
And what the fuck are we doing here?
Lugo's got a point.
Are you taking his
Anyone
side
else
now?
having video issues?
When he's right, he's right.
Hey, Command wants us to look around, we look around.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Sounds
see,
a
like
waste
that
of
was the
free,
game.
stone-cold, ruggedly handsome
That
Delta
was not
operators such as
the
ourselves.
stream, if you just saw that.
It's a paid vacation.
Well, for future reference, I prefer my beaches with a 3-to-1 sexy lady dead body ratio.
Lugo, do you ever actually hear the shit coming out of your mouth?
No, I do not, sir. I find it messes with my rhythm.
John Conrad, United States Army. Attempted
You know, it does feel like we're being watched.
ended
Good. Someone should see how sexy I look on the job.
convoy
This looks
stalled,
like the place.
trapped in the storm. 18 clicks on
Yeah, if you're downloading a bunch of stuff, it might mess with the stream.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a distress beacon, but it ain't military. Someone built this out of spare parts.
Any idea who?
No, not a fucking clue.
My name is John Conrad, commander of the 33rd Battalion, husband of Elizabeth, and father of Jeremy. If you are reading this, the desertion of the 33rd is undoubtedly no longer a secret. I have failed my mission. Worse, I have failed my men. If any of them be
So,
found alive,
give you a little bit of background. This game is sort of inspired by the novel Heart of Darkness, and it sort of tries to take a really serious look at the hell that is war. That's sort of the narrative drive behind this game. But let's see how it actually performs as a game itself. And so far, reviews have been a little mixed that I've read in terms of how the game itself performs. I've heard the story is quite good, so we'll see what happens when we actually get into some action here.
God damn it. Walker, you better come see this.
Oh, fuck.
That's putting it lightly.
Looks like an ambush.
Body looks fresh.
It is. Even worse, he's 33rd.
Who did this?
Probably the same people been ghosting us.
Whoa. Some of those characters
Answer the
are...
question.
Shadows on those characters look weird.
I think we're about to find out.
My name is Captain Martin Walker. We're looking for survivors.
Why? So you can kill us too? I got minimum rights.
You speak Farsi? Maybe we can understand each other better. Agarin Torim harf bezanim.
Good call, Lugo.
This could go south
ما
real
قاتل
fast.
نیستیم. سرباز آمریکایی هستیم. اینجا هستیم که
See
کمکتون
that
کنیم.
bus over there? It's filled with sand. Push comes to shove, shoot out the window. Might give us an
The
advantage.
damn, hey, یعنی the damn 33rd.
Oh, snap. How do you like that?
These guys. They're refugees. Survivors of the storm. That's good, right? This is radio command. Give them the news. Be my guest. I'm sure they'll stop shooting so you can make a phone call. Gentlemen, less talking, more shooting. Running low. Gotta reload. One down. On your left. More coming over the tube.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Need cover fire.
Okay, that guy's head just exploded.
Empty that bus. On it. Got it. Moving to clear. Got one. It's clear. Come on.
Oh, the vault and the melee are on the same button. That seems like a bad idea. Seems like that might get me into some trouble later.